sow a seed to tap into grace. Sow a seed for a breakthrough. Your offering will remove your suffering. If you don't tithe, it will be tight. The heavier your sacrifice, the weightier your breakthrough. All that is fraud. This is the same thing the sorcerer did. The sorcerer came to Peter and said, I want the power. Here is a bag of money. I have brought seed. Give me the power. I want to tap. That's the same thing. And the reason why the sorcerer did it is because that is how they function in the kingdom of darkness. You give them something for them to give you something. White fowl, red fowl, lizard without legs. Why? Because it's a foul spirit you are about to contract. Then when you give them those things, they now give you something in exchange. Then so people now bring that native doctorism mentality onto God. God, if you don't give God, God cannot give you. Who told you? If you don't tithe, it will be tight. Who told you? Who told you? But when scriptures are not properly divided, the Bible can be used to say anything you want to say. But when it is rightly divided, then you find the truth of the gospel. Are we teaching here? So he now brought money and said, give me the power of God. Take money. Look at that verse 19 again. Verse 19. But Peter said unto him, verse 20. But Peter said unto him, thy money perish with thee, because thou hast taught that the gift of God may be purchased with money. You have thought you can buy grace. You don't buy grace. Any grace that can be bought is not grace. Grace means you can't buy it. Grace means you can't afford it. Grace means you don't deserve it. So therefore, since you don't qualify for it, somebody gave it to you for free. So you can't tap grace by money. Any grace you tap with money is fake grace. The grace of our Lord Jesus cannot be bought. Peter said, go and perish. You can't buy a wife with money. You can't buy a miracle with money. The power of God is freely given. We don't buy it. And the reason why the sorcerer behaved like that is because he's used to doing it in his sorcery. Are we following here? He said, go and perish. You can't buy the grace of God with money. And some of us, that has been our mentality. Every time we need something from God, we have to look for something to give so that God can give us. And we have rubbished the character of God. Our God is not for sale. My Father is not in a transaction. When you have to give to God to get, that's a transaction. That is not giving. In generosity, you give expecting nothing. In generosity, you just give.